Hey y'all, this is Kim with Creative Escapades, and I am going to be finishing up my fall pumpkin project that I started with this Paper Mache Pumpkin. And right now I'm taking some resin and I'm trying to make some resin leaves and one of those little really cute vines that you see sometimes attached to the pumpkins. I think those are cute. But using my skewer here to just try to maneuver the resin the way I want it to be. And I'm just putting this onto parchment paper and using my stir stick and just put just enough onto the design that I have drawn out for the leaves and for the little vine. And I'm occasionally having to go and just add a little drop here or there as the resin cures and draws in to that level that resin does when it's curing. It wants to level out. So we're going to let these go ahead and cure, and then I'm going to come back and put them onto the pumpkin. Just pop a few bubbles here and kind of define a little bit more. Skewers are great tools to use for artwork. I have found the most use for a wooden skewer than probably if I had went and bought a professional piece of equipment to do the same thing. So also using my X-Acto knife just to get into the very corners, and this is almost to the point that it's going to set and not move anymore. So I'm going to add a little bit of gold into the leaves because I wanted to have just a hint of the veins that run through the leaves, and I also want to give it more of that fall colors of the yellow coming through on the leaf, like you see sometimes when leaves are starting to change. And I'm using Color Obsession 007 for my gold, mixed in with just a little bit of resin. And I'm not trying to make it like bold, just giving it that hint. And in certain lights you'll be able to see the vein of the leaf. So I really had fun with this project. I love fall colors. I love fall decorations. I hate to see summer go away, but as my daughter says, if it didn't go away, we could have no spring. So, just going to finish touching these up and let them set. And now we are ready to add them to the pumpkin. And once they were beyond the tacky stage, I took them off of the parchment paper and laid them over some rounded edges just so that it would give the leaf kind of a rippled look. And I decided not to use the little resin curlicue part of the vine, and I'm using a floral wire, and I have used my pliers and made it into like a little curlicue, and I'm using the diamond glaze to attach it to the pumpkin. And what I want to do with this leaf is just define those veins, and I'm doing it on the underside of the leaf and just kind of drawing some little lines to make it look like veins on the back side of the leaf. It'd just be kind of a hint of those that shine through, and not just blatantly gold veins. Now I'm going to try to figure out the best place to put these and how I want them to layer on the pumpkin. I'm not sure which way to go with it. I'm thinking maybe like this right here. I kind of like that right there. And then I think it needs another one of those little curlicue vines. So I'll show you how I did it. I just grabbed the end of it, and using my needle nose wire cutters, actually, I just kept twisting it around and around, and little by little until I had the look of that curling vine. And this is pretty thick wire, so it's a little bit hard to curl just right, but there we go. I like that. I'll pull this one out a little bit and bend it down just a touch, even though I got the diamond glaze already on it. Trim up the stem portion of the leaves. And I think I like it right there. So we'll put a little bit more of this diamond glaze on there. And now that it is actually following the curve of the pumpkin, I'm just going to add a little bit more here to anchor it. Same thing on this side. I'm going to fix the end real quick because I don't want the green paper that's wrapped around wire to come loose. And then just tack it right there. And what I'm going to do now is I have some resin here, and I'm going to put just a little bit on the back of the leaf so that it's not that dull look from where it was laying on the parchment paper, and will also help it to attach itself to the pumpkin as well. Okay, I like that right there. I'm going to add some diamond glaze in little dots around to make sure that it is glued to the pumpkin, because I for sure don't want that falling off. Couple more touch-ups and it'll be done. So I want to thank y'all for joining me on this escapade. This has been fun. I hope it has inspired you to start decorating for fall. If you've liked this journey with me, click like and share. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. Ring the bell so you get notified of future videos as I upload them. Comments or questions, leave them below. I love your feedback, and I will respond to you. And I want to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my next